morning. Noshy, come on!
Morning.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Now, as we all know, we've got quite a bit of catching up to do today, so lots of effort, please.
Oh, I put so much effort into yesterday, I'm not sure I've got much left.
The areas being judged today are prettiness and neighbourliness. I'm sure you'll be able to manage both of those, Polly. So I want to see plenty of smiles, please. Yes, Ted, that's very good, but it might be better if you clean the cabbage out from between your teeth.
But they're especially like...
Oh, and by the way, your muck spreader seems to have been spreading an awful lot of muck.
And I thought it was broken.
Well, it is. It's been spreading it all the way up the main road.
And you got a free sample of my very best manure, then, haven't you? It's what the countryside's all about.
Yes, well, I'm not sure that Miss Cartledge will agree. So before she gets here, the rest of us could just have a final whiz round. Constable, could you check the gardens for presentation?
I shall certainly cast my eye upon them in pursuit of this glorious prize, Ben.
Thank you. Mrs. Tucker, the shop's in need of a bit of a tidy, I notice.
It is very untidy, yes. I'm just very tired.
We'll help you, Mrs. Tucker.
After yesterday's events, I think it might be best if you two just stayed out of the way.
I warned you about magic. I shall have to be arresting the pair of you.
No, Constable, I'm sure they've learned a thing or two. Hmm?
Yeah, we won't do any more magic. And it was unfold anyway.
Was not.
Girls, I think what matters is whether it will happen again.
Never, ever.
Witch's honour.
Right. Well, Polly, looks like you've got a couple of helpers.
Oh.
You can go and have a lie down.
Oh, thank you.
Right. So who does that leave to sort out Ted's muck? Huh. Well, that's me then, isn't it?
Ow! What? You just hit me. You didn't. Ow! What?
You hit me.
No, I didn't. Hi. Hi.
Hi, are you lying low?
Oh no, we've come to help.
What are you doing?
Taking off some lines that wouldn't sell. Luxury lavender loveliness. Too sweet even for people. Mum says if I can sell them, I'll keep the money. Ooh. Want to try?
Hey, no! 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 You know how much we hate that stuff.
Put it away.
All right, all right. You sort all the stuff on these shelves, and I won't come and squat you again.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Wish I could stop and listen.
No, you get back now and get on with it.
You're so grateful, Bagmeanly. It's really quite overwhelming.
This is a big day for me, Detty. A very big day.
Right, Noshy.
Yeah, I'll hand them to you, and you can stack them up.
Okay.
No, down there.
Ready? You know, these bags are full of flowers.
Yeah?
But what does that mean, self-raising? Does it mean that the plants don't need to be watered?
Not that kind of flower, stupid. The kind you used to make bread with. Oh! 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 I hope you're being careful with these. Oh! Noshy, what? You can't blame me for this one.
You threw them! What have you been doing?
Stop checking.
Could have fooled me. Come on, let's sort it out. Miss Cartledge will be here soon.
Reverend.
Oh dear. Is it time already?
Almost. But I wanted a word with you first. There were a few things that bothered me yesterday.
Yes, I'm sorry. We could have done much better.
Actually, it was when things went well that I found it a little confusing.
Really?
Before Mrs. Tucker lost her wheel, she was spinning faster than anyone I've ever seen.
Certainly ate her porridge that morning.
And Constable Bloater's wall was nothing short of miraculous prior to its denouement.
Yes, well, we villagers are rather special.
so special, I wondered if there might be a little bit of assistance involved.
In what way?
How shall I put it, Reverend? Well, let's not beat about the bush. It seemed to me a little magical. And that, need I say it, would be strictly against the rules.
Of course, of course, of course. I'll keep an eye out. Make sure nothing of the sort occurs. Trust me, Miss Cartilage?
Very well. Don't you let me down, Reverend. Don't you let me down. Now, shall we get on with the judging?
Come on.
Why don't I just do a spell?
You promised.
Yeah, and it'll only make things worse.
I know. Why don't we just heat the floor up and then we could make a big cake and then we could eat it before she gets here?
Remember your last bit of bacon?
The other thing I needed to mention was with regard to Winnie. The title and obviously the prize are bestowed subject to certain conditions.
No time to think about that when we've won.
I have to think about it, Reverend, so you do too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
The title deeds to homes must be placed in the hands of a trust organised by the patron.
Why do we have to do that?
In order to ensure that no one sells their home to the highest bidder that comes along once fame spreads. Once a happy hamlet, always a happy hamlet.
I see.
Good, so I suppose you can now tell the rest of the village?
Of course. Of course.
Miss Cartledge, may I apologise for my paltry wall yesterday?
No, I'm afraid I haven't time. Mr. Babercorn, is the village ready for my inspection?
I think so. Where would you care to begin?
Well, I think the village shop is as good a place as any.
Right. Well, that should be fine.
They're coming.
Okay. Skirty, throw me a clock. It looks the best it ever has.
Yep. No magic.
Okay, brilliant. Let's go.
Okay.
Of order we must see no trace. All in there now is out of place.
Did you say something?
Just talking to myself.
Oh, Harold does that all the time.
What?
Welcome to the tidy shop of Tranters End.
Oh, dear.
Dear.
Dear, 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 dear.
What on earth's happened here?
It looked fine.
Not a good start, team. Not a good start.
How did that happen?
Don't know.
It was magic, it had to be.
Of course it was, but it wasn't us.
Well, who was it then?
It's got to be that Miss Cartledge. She smells like a witch, and when everything goes wrong, she's always around.
Yeah, she was with Bagmeanly.
Well, so we've got to find out what's going on.
Here they are.
Right, young ladies. I think you owe us an explanation.
You shouldn't be here. You might be seen.
Shut up.
You know what? You're as bad as Abercrombie, and she's better looking.
It's not me that's the problem. It's you, you idiot. They know you're a witch, and they're telling everyone else.
She's a witch.
Miss Cartledge?
She smells.
Delightful is how she smells.
She's fooling you.
Well, you're not. First of all, it's Chris with his Bagmeanly stories, and now it's you with your witchy ones. You're just trying to distract attention away from the fact that you've used magic again and messed it up.
I didn't.
Let me lock them up, Reverend. There's nothing else for it.
No. Remember, Harold, we're being judged on neighbourliness. If Miss Cartledge comes by and finds two young girls locked up, then we're not going to be judged as being very neighbourly.
So what do you suggest?
Look, please, just let us help you.
Well, I was going to give this job to Polly. She's very tired, and well, I think she's suffered enough lately. So you can do it instead.
What?
Get Blenkinsop's manure, take it to the church garden, and put it on the roses, without using magic.
I should never have trusted that Bagmeanly. Those witches are going to work it all out and I shall never see them suffer.
Ben really likes Polly, doesn't he?
Suppose so. Took her off this job, didn't he?
Remember yesterday? I mean, they were walking up to the vicarage, arm in arm.
Noshi, we need to be thinking about what we're going to do next. I mean, no one believes what we told them.
Are you surprised?
Well, no. We need to convince them.
How do we convince them?
Well, show them that they can trust us. You know, do some good things for them.
I thought we were.
Well, not so far. All we've done is mess it up. We need to think of some really good things to help them.
Well, what's the competition today?
Beauty and neighbourliness.
Well, there is nothing more beautiful and neighbourly than a bit of village romance.
What are you talking about?
Ben and Polly. Let's get them together.
You know, Noshi, I think that might work. We could write a little note to Mrs Tucker saying that Ben really likes her.
Oh, yes! No, because she won't believe us.
Well, she won't know it's from us if we sign it Ben Babacorn, will she?
Look what I found in the shed.
Oh, radio. Oh!
What? Oh, very bad, Mendax. Very bad indeed. Guards! Guards! Fetch that little yellow-stocking friend of theirs. What's her name? You know the one. Pedal bin. No, waste disposal. Bin bag. That's the one. Bin bag. Well, go on, hurry!
Right, read that back to me.
Dear Polly, there is something between us, and we both know its name is love. Do not be afraid to approach me. The answer will be the one you want to hear. Love, Ben.
Perfect.
What's going on?
Hmm? Oh, we're just discussing how good you are at shoveling manure.
You should have been in the arts and crafts section.
Right. Well, we finished now. Oh, sorry. I finished.
Great.
Can I lick the barrow?
No.
Oh, come on, it'll all be over soon.
Should we tell him now?
Stop it! Ow! 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 Oh, no! Let me out!
Ah, perfect. Bin bag where she belongs.
Let me out! Let me out!
Unless you want that bin filling with candy floss and jelly, I suggest you help your marvellous, maleficent queen by reading this, nice and loud, when I tell you.
We're finished.
Good. I hope you've done it all properly this time.
Absolutely.
It's so.
Oh, look, here comes that, Miss Cartlidge.
Lines of love to Mrs T from her jacket pocket flee. All change round, and when you land, make sure it's in a farmer's hand. Now, what's next? The church garden, a delight, I believe.
Allow me to lead the way.
Oi! Who stuck this note in my pocket?
What is it, Ted?
Someone's been writing me little letters.
It's not meant to be in your pocket.
What do you know about it?
I just know it's not meant for you.
What on earth's going on?
If it's not for Ted, then who's it for?
Mrs Tucker?
What? What does it say?
Here. You can read it yourself.
Well, who's it from? Is it from you?
An admirer.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You look like a pig and you smell like one, too.
What is going on?
It's not what you were supposed to write.
So it is from you?
No, it's from Ben.
What?
Me? I never sent it.
Ben, how could you? Excuse me. I need to look at the church garden, if I may. let's hope it makes up for the obvious lack of village spirit here. Gardens fed by witches, too, grow huge and wild like jungles do. Could someone tell me exactly what is going on here?
I think we must have come to the wrong place.
Mr. Barbicorn?
I don't know what to say.
This isn't the work of any ordinary fertilizer. This is magic. I have warned against its use, and my warnings have been mocked.
But
no more excuses, thank you. I shall put this in my report, and I have to tell you now, there's every chance this village will be disqualified and the name of Tranters End dragged through the mud. Good day.
Please, Mr. Cartlidge. Were you responsible for that note?
We did a note.
And I needn't ask who's responsible for this. When they banished you from Witch Island, we took you in. This how you repay us? I must say I'm beginning to understand why they threw you out in the first place.
It doesn't matter what we do, we always get it wrong. That cartilage is behind it. She has to be a witch.
Maybe it's just us.
No, it isn't, Oshi. I didn't do any magic in that garden, and neither did you. It's just turning everyone against us.
Don't blame them.
No.
Wait for it!
Ow!
It's not fun here anymore. Even Ben's angry with us. Maybe it's time we left. Where could we go?
You're listening to Witch Island Radio. We interrupt this program to go over live to communication headquarters.
Now!
Witches everywhere. This is a special announcement.
Pinbag!
Rebels have overthrown the mighty Mrs Abercrombie while she has been weakened without her hats. All exiled witches are free to return as soon as they like.
Well?
That was a special announcement from Binbag. Now back to the music.
Skirty! Noshy!
Bye, Chris.
Where are you going?
Home. Abercrombie's off the throne.
They want us back. I don't want you to go.
Well, everyone else does.
I need your help with Mrs Bagmeanly. There's something bad happening.
We always get things wrong.
It wouldn't.
That's all we ever do. We left you the radio. And if you really need us, there's a broomstick in the Belfry.
Wait!
Bye, Chris.
No!
Bye.
Skirty, Noshy, come back!
Yes! Guards, those witches are returning. Go and prepare for them. We'll give them a real Witch Island welcome.